video vlog for the Pistol New York thing. Did I mess up that title? Why does it only say 1 week left? Well, we're about to find out in this video, and no, I did not mess it up. Let me start by saying, when I made these vlogs, I'm actually very happy that I did, because not only am I showing the people in the Free State these sort of tyrannical, unconstitutional, un-American, unbelievable crap that goes on to exercise your Second Amendment right here in New York, getting a bullshit pistol permit that the other 44 states don't have. I know there's a few states that follow along with New York's crap too, California, New Jersey and stuff, but 44 states do not, and they must have just crazy deaths with pistols in those other states. But, you know, when we look at the actual facts and statistics, which the lawmakers and politicians and other dumb fucks we got in leading this state, when we look at the actual stats, they don't actually say that. But, you know, who cares about, reality when we're making laws? So, 1 week until the class, what is that all about? Actually, let me say another thing. What I was getting on there is I'm really glad that I made these videos because it shows the people in the Free States what we have to go through. But it also, interestingly enough, has had a lot of people message me who are in New York saying, you know, man, I'm going through the same thing. I live here in New York. I got to deal with this shit myself. Or I'm turning 21. I'm in the same position as you. I got to deal with this shit. And the reason I started making these was because I didn't really see any videos on YouTube about the ridiculous New York pistol permit process. I figured there'd be a lot because it's an absolute joke. Maybe people don't want to do it because the government's out to get them. But no, it's something that needs to be exposed. It's an absolute travesty what's going on in New York with the pistol permit thing. Other states turn 21, fill out the same paperwork that you would fill out for a regular long gun, and get a pistol. In New York, oh god, it's just a joke. It's just an absolute joke. You go into Pennsylvania, buy your gun, you bring that gun to New York, you're a felon. That's very wrong. And it's also unconstitutional, but, you know, New York plays by its own fucking rules here. So, 1 week until the pistol permit class. What is that about? Well, I got a call last Thursday or Friday, I can't remember, from the Sheriff's Department on my answering machine saying that there was such an overwhelming demand for the people that wanted to take the class that they actually added 2 more classes to this end of the year pistol permit thing that's going on. It was originally only supposed to be the December 7th class, the one that I was going to take. But there was such an overwhelming demand that they had to add 2 more. And at this time I'm thinking, do you think that has anything to do with the fact that you only have a class every other month and only allow 40 fucking people to take it? You think that might have something to do with it? For all of the people we have here in this county, I don't even know how many thousands of people we have in this county, and you're only going to let 40 people exercise their Second Amendment right every 2 months? Do you think that there might be a problem with that? So they added 2 more classes on the 14th and 15th of November, and I am in the 14th of November class. Now, I thought that this was going to be an issue because I don't turn 21 until the 1st of December. I thought this was going to be an issue and they wouldn't let me take it beforehand because if there is any reason whatsoever that New York can keep you longer or just flat out prevent you from getting a pistol permit, they will do it. And let me tell you a not bullshit story about that. This isn't a pistol permit, but this will show you what has to, we have to deal with in New York. I've already heard that if you do it in blue ink and it was supposed to be in black, denied. If you put a period at the end of your name and, you weren't supposed to put that there, denied. Here's one that actually happened to me. Again, this wasn't a pistol permit, but this is what actually happened to me. I was buying a shotgun. It was a shotgun at a big box store. I believe it was my Mossberg. And I went in there and I filled out the yellow form that I believe is national. The yellow form you have to fill out to get your... you have to fill it out for a firearms transfer. I was filling it out. And when it came to state, I put NY. The postal code accepted by the government as acceptable for New York. I put NY. A couple days later, I get a phone call from these people that review the shit over there. Yeah, you didn't put New York, you put NY, so we're going to need you to come back. And this place was like 40 minutes away. It wasn't local that I bought it. I drove a while to get it. We're going to need you to come back to put New York on there. I'm sorry, you must not realize I put NY on there. What the fuck other state do you think it is? New Yonkers? New Yiddishstan? I don't fucking... It's NY. The government even says that it's okay. If I'm writing a letter, I put NY and then the zip code. Fucking... It's unbelievable. No, I've never heard of anybody not accepting NY, but if there's any way that they can prevent you from getting a gun or make it longer to get a gun in New York, they will do it. It's It's like we're run by a bunch of fucking imbecile second graders here. It's like they want, when you're filling, I'm surprised when you hand in the form, like for a pistol permit or even firearms transfer, that the people don't go like this. La 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 la, nope, can't see it, no, can't see the form, no, no! I'm really surprised that's not what we have to deal with, because it's pretty much what we have to deal with here. So yeah, 1 week until I do it. So, like I said, I was concerned about not letting them not letting me do it until I was 21. But surprisingly, she talked to her sergeant. Again, we're talking about the next level brass to exercise my Second Amendment right. She talked to her sergeant. He said, yeah, you can take it before you're 21. You just can't submit the paperwork, which is okay because I'd have to get the references and their information and stuff down anyway. But it's also kind of funny that they say you can't submit it till you're 21, because I could submit it like 3 months before I'm 21, and by the time this bureaucratic shit got done, it'd be like 6 months after I was 21. So yeah, so now it's going to be 1 week from now. So this time next week, well, actually the class I think is about 5 o'clock, so a little bit later than this next week, I will make another video, and then every 14th, as the 14th is going to be next week, every 14th after that, it's going to be, instead of months or weeks until the class, it's going to be weeks after the class, so you can see how long I've been waiting. I think it will slow down with the information then, but I'll update you with things like, hey, you know, my references have been called, this is how long it took to get my references called, this is, you know, how long it took to get the judge to sign off on it, because you may not know this, but it says right there in the Second Amendment, the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed as long as this judge or whatever says it's okay for you. It's really fine print. It's like you know Willy Wonka when you sign that contract at the beginning and it gets really, really down to the small print where you got to get that magnifying glass. That's kind of what it's like. You can't really read it, but it says that right on the bottom. It says, you know, you have to make sure a judge says it's okay for you to do that stuff. So yeah, in 1 week I will be going. Every 14th after that I will be updating you on how the class went. I can't even wait to tell you. It's going to be fun next week when I have this video, because it's probably going to be a lot of at this class, which is a how to fill out the paperwork class. I have to say that again, it's a how to fill out the paperwork class. You won't learn anything about firearms, no safety, anything. It is a bullshit how to fill out paperwork class. But they do it so they can prevent people from getting the papers in order, because if you could just go to like the county clerk or whatever and get the papers, then people would do that, and it would be a nice, simple, streamlined process. But again, if there's anything they can do in New York to prevent you from getting a pistol as fast as possible, they'll do it. They will do it. Again, if you fill it out in blue ink and it says black, they'll deny it. If you do anything wrong, if they give you a box to put your name in and you have 1 pixel, I know pixel is a computer thing, but if you have about that much ink outside of the box, denied. Whole form just gets thrown out. Put it right in the paper shredder. In fact, I keep coming back to that blue and black ink thing, because not only is that atrociously stupid, in one county I know for a fact that if you fill it out in blue ink and it's supposed to be black, they just shred the paper. That you hand it to them and they just drop it in the paper shredder. So, alright, I got a phone call. I'm going to go ahead and answer that. So, thanks for watching this video, this desecration of our rights here in wonderful New York. I'll keep you updated in a week. Thanks.